¿Qué tal, chicos? ¿Cómo estáis? ¿Qué tal? Bueno, aquí estamos otro día más. Vamos a ver ahora qué tal se da. Eh, bueno, quiero estar esta mañana jugando estos partidos, entre comillas, fáciles que se vienen y luego ya por la tarde se viene todo este jaleo. Este jaleo va a marcar un poco nuestras aspiraciones, ¿eh? Aunque prácticamente tenemos a falta de 20 victorias ya en la postemporada, más o menos, es lo que nos queda. Pero bueno, va a ser muy difícil, ¿eh? Tenemos este calendario por aquí debajo que no gusta, no gusta a nadie, ¿no? Así que vamos a intentar ganar esto y a ver qué pasa. Vamos a ver. Tenemos partido ante Colorado Rockies, el segundo de la serie. Y el objetivo ganar los tres, claro. Sigue Pete lesionado, ya lleva 4 o 5 partidos lesionados, así que bueno, vamos a ver qué tal.
Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the New York Mets. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team in home runs and runs batted in, Juan Soto.
Yeah, Boogie's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
Es muy pequeñito, tío.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Julien sends it to first. One up, one down.
No puedes maniobrar porque esto es muy pequeño.
Colorado, Alan Trejo. That one down the line.
Hello.
And he handles it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Nolan Jones now at the plate. High fly ball out to center field. Buxton moves under it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here with my pal C. And towing the slab in this one, Glenn Otto. What's the word on him?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first.
Ahora ya marchéis el pitcher.
Here's Juan Soto.
Venga, va.
Strike one.
0-1.
Line drive.
Venga, va a coger.
Around first, heading for 2.
Lástima que sea el primero. O sea, el último eliminado. Ahora estaría bien que estuviera Pete, pero como lleva 5 partidos lesionados. Pero bueno, Burger también es un RBI machine.
Now here is Jake Burger. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Out towards left center. On the move.
Bueno.
Brings it in with a nice running
La primera al palco. No ha estado mal. Un hit por lo menos.
And we're back. Top of the second. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. The pitch. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair.
Cuidadito.
pitch. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Up the middle. Throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And now it's Elias Diaz. And the slider just misses. Diaz goes 6'1", 33 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Over to McNeil, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, off to a great start. He's really
Este es el mejor del equipo.
He's got a chance to get through these first two innings with under 20 pitches.
Este es el mejor.
That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Two down, nobody on. High fly ball.
Bueno, de momento no está haciendo cash Kodai, pero está haciendo que nos baten bien, por lo menos. Algo es algo. Nimmo, que está en racha de hits, así que a ver si la puede aumentar.
Foul ball there. And the righty deals. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And the 0-2.
No.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Montero balls it in, and there's one away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke out as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Short hop line handled it short. Gathers and throws. Already two out here in the home half of inning number 2. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
0-1.
Next offering in there for
pesos,
strike. That is strike 2. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Como siempre, otra vez en el último
Everything came together perfectly
para eliminar.
right there. Just
Venga, Byron.
played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Byron Buxton now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Esa la bola.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Rogers gathers and throws to first. And that is back here in Queens. New
Los
inning
hits que se van al limbo.
So in now for Colorado. And Lowry's Montero. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Senga, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a forkball, a cutter, a slider, and occasionally mixes in the slur.
Vale.
McNeil calls it in, and there's one away. At the plate, Ezequiel Tovar. That's outside. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead of
Kodai.
counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And that's ball 4.
Kodai, chico.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Back to the top of the lineup. Jorge Barrosa will hit next.
Well, a few things can go wrong when you are delivering a pitch. That grip, slip out of your hand, release point, wind up, all of those things. And I think it's safe to say at least one of those, if not more than one, got away from him.
Stays alive.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Well, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track.
Bueno, salvamos las papeletas.
That ends the inning, so we take a break.
Uf.
at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now here's the Mets DH, Ronnie Mauricio. And the right-hander back to work. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Kicks and fires. And there's the ball. The 2-2 on the way. On the ground to third. He gets there with the slide. Fires to first. And they get the out.
Now the second baseman.
This is such a difficult play for a third baseman, Chris. A sliding stop and worthy of another look with StatCast.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I'm frustrated if I'm the one hustling down the line the whole time, thinking I've got a knock and going to beat the throw, and then, boom, you hear the ball hit the pit, and you're out. That's just a great stop and great throw.
Venga, va.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. And a foul ball.
Está faltando un pelín, ¿eh?
Fought off foul. The pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really
Pues eso, un poquito.
about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Next pitch is outside. One out, base is empty.
Esa sí va afuera. Esa sí va afuera, pero no tengo la cabeza ahí.
No chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
2 outs. He swings and fouls one off. Righty to the plate. Foul ball, still 0-2.
...72 de obra y parece que tiene 85.
To the right side, Montero. He'll do it himself.
No sé.
And the Mets go 1-2-3.
Es el mejor pitcher de la historia ahora, no sé.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Nolan Jones. That one's in there. That's strike one.
All these Rockies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those rotations, and that's been true again today.
And down on strikes he goes. And now one away. Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. He's 0 for 1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Got him looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. And now the catcher comes up to him. Elias Diaz. There's the strike. There's the strike.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Next pitch is outside.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Popped up left
Venga, está
side.
bien.
Lindor should have this one.
Pónese las pilas,
And that is and welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. And the pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line.
Joder.
Brings it in. And there's one away. Jake Berger up now for the Mets.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
That one fouled off. Base is empty, one away here in the second game of the series. And that's outside. 1-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Otra
He
vez.
makes the grab. 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. First time up was a pop out. That one missing inside. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings and chases a low one there.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off.
3 bolas,
Got him looking for the K.
Bien, Brandon. Enorme.
And the Mets go.
Enorme.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. First pitch just misses. Rodgers, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Next to hit for the Rockies, Lowry's Montero. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Wouldn't chase that time. All tied up for the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike. And misses inside.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Lindor on to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Tovar in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one close, ruled a ball. And 1-1. Foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1. We head to the
Y por ahí muy bien, pero nosotros muy mal.
Lindor. Otto back to work. In the air out towards right center.
Nada.
Jones sizes this one up. Makes the grab, 1 away. Francisco Alvarez digs in now. And he's already singled in this game. And a swing and a miss.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Late swing fouled off. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Byron Buxton. 0 for 1 so far. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Cago en las... Eran dos bolas, tío. Tres bolas, tío. Tres bolas, eh.
Of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And he deals. Wouldn't chase that time.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it.
Es el momento, eh.
A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
Todo menos doble play, Ronnie. Todo menos doble play.
Mauricio in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
Por favor.
Ground ball right side.
Ahí está. Todo menos doble play y hace doble play. Es que bueno, fuera. No va a jugar más. Fuera. Fuera. No va a jugar más. Fuera.
And a pitch. And there's the strike.
It really looks like these
No
hitters
doble play, hace doble play y no va a jugar más.
their timing today. Good fastball, excellent
Idiota,
slider.
¿verdad? Hay que ser idiota, tío, de verdad, ¿eh? Hay que ser idiota, de verdad. Hay que ser idiota, pero idiota, tío.
That's in there, and that is strike one. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Hauls it in for the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Alan Trejo. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. McNeil sizing this one up, calls it in, 2 away.
Chico, ahí estás para tu victoria 10, pero no te la vamos a poder dar.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage.
Here goes the runner. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
This one in the air. Julien in position. Makes the catch, inning over. 5.5. Back here at Citi Field. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. The right-hander back to work. In the air, left field, down the line. Reaching for
las manos,
and brings it in.
Madre mía,
McNeil stands in.
Madre mía.
The over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And that one fouled off.
Qué bueno es eso, la verdad.
Two now as he swings through it.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Back foot slider struck him out.
Vente un poquito. Duérmete un poquito, ven.
And a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2. To the right side, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket.
Joder.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Two outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Smoked on the ground a second. To first. That ends the frame. Down in order go the Mets. Top of
Respiraron todos y no se va a acabar el
Here's the
directo.
Rockies cleanup hitter. Ryan McMahon gets the call. Strike one. And the right-hander deals. That's to third, Berger. One up, one down. Elias Diaz getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
Strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Slider got him for strike three.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball.
Bien, Brandon.
That'll do it. Set for the last half of the seventh. Here's the third baseman, Jake Berger. Otto back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Got him looking. One away. Big time out leading off the
Felicidades, Jake. Es el mejor. Eres el mejor. Tienes impresionado, la verdad. Eres una máquina.
And a foul ball.
Eres una máquina.
One down, base is empty.
De Brandon. El mejor, Brandon. Grande, Brandon. Grandísimo. Espectacular, Brandon. Recuerdo jugar como tú en la vida. Vamos, Francisco, enorme. Grande, Francisco. Enorme, chavales. Partidazo. Os adoro, chavales, partidazo. Estáis haciendo muy bien, os adoro. Partidazo. Bueno, como perdamos, acabo directo, Y es el primer partido. Tuve unas horas o un día de reflexión porque... Ya aviso. Ridículo que está haciendo hoy, no lo voy a hacer.
He notches strikeout number 150 this season.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone. Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Called out on strikes. Called strike three on a fastball up in the zone. Now the left fielder, Sam Hilliard. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard.
Well, they went after him right there with one of his best pitches. I'm really surprised that one got away from him.
Barossa in the box now. Takes strike one. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases.
Pues hasta aquí llega el directo.
Second heads for third.
Hasta aquí llega el directo.
It's off the mark and he scores.
Hasta aquí llega el directo. Es el primer partido, no voy a streamear más esta mañana si perdemos este partido. Hemos perdido por nosotros y por nuestro pitcher. Es una basura. Tiene que darle cuando nadie importa que le dé. Venga, 2 carreras y dejo el directo.
Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball.
So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Jalen Beeks.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
A 2 entraditas de dejar el directo en el primer partido. Venga. 2 entradas y dejamos el directo. El primer partido, llevaré 10-20 minutos, me da igual. No voy a directar en toda la mañana. Menos mal. Menos mal. Pero bueno, seguimos, ¿eh? Si perdemos, lo dejo.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Byron Buxton acaba de echarle monedas al directo. A seguir.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Menos mal.
Starling Marte up to hit, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Way high. Beeks goes 5 feet 11 inches. He features a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next offering popped in the air, right field.
Ese habrá cogido como 10 bolas o ese pibe o por ahí más o menos.
Julien, 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's a swing and a miss. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Kinley getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Curtis getting cranked up as well. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up.
Runner takes off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Base hit, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. There are a lot of nicknames.
New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Lucas Gilbert.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
And here is Juan Soto.
1-0.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Pulls that one foul. At the belt and fires. That's a base hit as a run score.
Habíamos tenido que esperar 8 entradas que se hayan puesto 1-0 para esto, tío.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
O sea, 8 entradas sin hacer nada, tío.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jake Berger.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And here it comes. On the ground, a
Y
second.
ahí está la doble play típica.
Tosses to first, and there's 2 down.
That right there was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right. Anytime you help.
Venga, Brando, que no se te corte la racha, hijo. Aunque tiene pinta que sí, pero... Ahí está la racha al palcazo, Brandon.
All set to start the ninth in this one. So in now for Colorado, Nolan Jones. Not even close there. 1-0.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
Next offered in there for a strike. Now 1-2. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that ninth inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Que va, todavía no. ¿O no queda?
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Ryan McMahon now at the plate. In the air, foul off first. McNeil drifts towards it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Diaz in the box here.
Así son los swings, pues.
Swing and a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Brendan Rodgers digging in for the Rockies. First offering and it just misses. A little out front there as he swings through it. Next offering is in for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
The Rockies down to their final strike. Got him. And that'll do it.
Partido lamentable, la verdad. Lamentable de principio a fin. Kodai lo ha hecho perfecto, pero nosotros 8 entradas a 0 y haciendo un poco el ridículo, la verdad. Pero bueno, win, que es lo importante, claro. Venga, último partido de la serie. Simulate el draft. Draft pick San Díaz. Has an injury. That will affect the long-term potential. Ah, que lo has cogido lesionado, ¿o qué? Qué bien. Qué guay. Bueno. Chris Paddock. Pete Alonso sigue lesionado. Venga. Ah, no, vuelve. Vuelve Pete. Buenas noticias, la verdad. Buenas noticias. Ha estado como 4 o 5 partidos lesionado a la espalda. Así que, gran noticia.
Going up against the New York Mets. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And today is draft day, Singy. An exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams.
Boog, what's changed in baseball is that draft picks are going to get to the big leagues a lot sooner. They're going to be
just about ready to go.
Vamos, Chris.
Right-hander with the good curveball, Chris Paddock.
Tío, es que este es muy pequeñito y tiene el cuadrado muy abajo, tío. Es que es muy difícil. Muy difícil pillarle a este, tío. Es súper pequeño, tío.
Alan Trejo, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Big swing and a miss.
1-1.
On the ground, and that's just foul. And it's second. And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
This one chopped up the middle. Toss through Alonso, and that will end the inning.
Bien, Chris. Senzatella.
Our starter in this one, Antonio Senzatella. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done.
Righty delivers. Foul ball there. One out, base is empty. This to third. Fires across the diamond, and that takes care of Alonso. 2 outs, base is empty. Starling Marte will hit next. Hard hit to third.
Bueno.
The throw to first. 3 up,
Pues
3
nada.
down, inning over.
Seguimos.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. Paddock, the tall righty, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2015. Swing and a bouncer. Lindor whips it across and quickly one away in the second. Now it's Brendan Rodgers.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Yo creo que con este es con el que hay que tener cuidado.
One down, base is empty.
De ellos.
And a foul ball. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
Bien, bien, bien.
Slider got him for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here's Eleuris Montero. Strike on the inside corner.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Muy bien, Chris.
Struck him out. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now here's Jeff McNeil. Line drive.
A las manos. Oh, bien.
Bien, bien.
Hitman.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Joder, Brandon, si hubiera sido el partido anterior.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back
¿Doble play o qué?
just a tad bit longer.
Ahí está. Ahí está Francisco. Grande Francisco. Grande Francisco. Es el mejor, tío. Eres el mejor, Francisco.
So digging in, Francisco Alvarez, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Hard hit down the line and left, and it goes just
fuera, en serio.
In the dirt, runner stays put at third. Two outs. Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
And another ball.
Agradecemos este 0-0 a Francisco Lindor. Muchas gracias. Una carta de agradecimiento se la enviaremos.
Out towards right center.
Enviaremos esta carta de agradecimiento de 0 eliminados, 2 en base. Y gracias a Francisco estamos así. Muchas gracias, Francisco.
On to the third inning, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, number 82. Right through there for a strike.
A lot of folks believed he could make an early impact this year, and that's exactly what he's done. Lots of extra base hits, and his confidence seems to be growing with every game he plays.
1-1 now. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Buxton tracks it down for the out. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. The shortstop takes the ball. That's in there. And it's 1-1. Top of the third, no score. Bounce to the left side. McNeil gets it to first. Got the out. So the batting order turns over. Here's the Rockies' leadoff hitter, Jorge Barrosa. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Just missed. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs.
Muy
You've got to
pequeñito, tío.
expect something off speed. Stay back.
On the ground, right side.
Bien, Julien.
Toss to Alonso, and the inning is over. Rockies back here at Citi Field, set for the bottom of the third. Here's Byron Buxton. Now he steps out as time is granted.
Venga, va.
The wind of the pitch. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And a pitch. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. 1-2 now. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Got him on the off-balance throw. And a couple of quick outs. Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a two-out double.
Waste no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Pete Alonso. Now he breaks his bat.
Bota dentro,
And it stays fair.
Dentro,
Around third. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
Here's Starling Marte. Rogers throws to first. Marte retired. Third out, but they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1. Back here in Queens, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Alan Trejo. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. On the ground, right side, Julien. Tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1. Now here's Nolan Jones. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the third and final game of the series. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And that one lifted in the air center field. Under this one. They got it for out number 2.
Now back.
And now it's Elias Diaz. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
2-2.
In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. 2 outs. Slider misses outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Out there to center.
Llega Byron.
He's got it, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, Jeff McNeil stands in. Senzatella back to work. Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Nimmo now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. He swings and fouls one off. Left-hand hitter waits. That one ripped. Barossa raging back towards the wall. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well.
Está cerca,
it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Doble play, Francisco, de lo que te gusta, venga.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. For Lindor being drafted
doble
out of
plays,
Blackburn
banquillo.
Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Lindor swings and blasts one deep left field. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Now he decides against it, and he's back in at second. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Flied to right his first time. And there's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swinging a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily, and they take a 2-run lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than
Entre Francisco y Jake Burger, las máquinas, tío. Máquinas de hacer RBIs.
Now here is Byron Buxton. Caught looking his first time up. There's a strike.
Lo que me estoy dando cuenta es que cantan MVP siempre en latino este pavo, tío.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Eso que lleva 7 8 partidos con nosotros, tampoco.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning.
A ver, pero la defensa se mueve, hostias. Se mueve que no veas tú.
And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Outside.
Con este cuidado.
That is ball 1. Rodgers, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. That one is absolutely belted.
Con este hay que tener cuidado. Mira, Buxton es que se mueve bien, ¿eh?
Not quite enough behind that one.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fuera.
That's a foul ball.
1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Venga, tu casa.
Fastball, the letters frozen for strike 3. Here's the left fielder. 0 for 1.
Lo que esta tarde se viene, yo me quedaría, esta tarde. Miami, Yankees, Braves. Uf, puede ser. Se vienen días complicados, ¿eh? Se vienen días jodidos.
Squeezes it, and that's the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ronnie Mauricio now. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Next pitch just misses. Going to count 1-2. Clobbered to right field.
Bueno. Bueno. Oh, ya se dejó Ronnie Mauricio, pues.
And they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Qué bien, Ronnie. Joder. Pues ya apaga y vámonos, ¿eh? Si Ronnie hace ya home run. Qué bien.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. And that's outside.
That's outside. Ball.
And a foul ball.
The real
Poquito,
threats
un
are
poquito
coming
era.
up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Base hit, center field.
Vale, vale.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets.
Vamos,
Got his
Pete.
stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
First activity in the bullpen for the Rockies. Ryan Feltner getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Freeland getting loose as well. Senzatella keeping him close.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing.
Bueno, pues ya está. Llegó el que faltaba, ¿eh? 6 partidos sin jugar. Llega la selección y Catalá. Se le echaba de menos ya. Se le echaba de menos a Polar Bear.
Gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Tremendo, ¿eh?
Manager out of the dugout now.
Tremendo Pete.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Ryan Feltner.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Si ha habido directo cuando he perdido 12 veces seguidas.
This to center field on the move. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. One away. And now here is Jeff McNeil. Line drive, base hit, right field.
Pero los partidos cambian de una manera increíble, la verdad.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Doble play.
Could be two. There's one.
Doble play.
First double play, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working.
No sé quién la ha hecho, pero está nominado, como Francisco.
Top half of inning number 6. Now it's going to be Ezequiel Tovar. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. Slice to right.
Fuera.
And that's just foul. The wide to kick the pitch. got him swinging.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Barossa up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
Venga, tío, es que se me hace muy difícil pichearte, tío. Vete. Eres muy bajito, tío.
Alan Trejo
Eres muy bajito.
for the Rockies. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things and makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me. Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Jones in the box again, takes a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Vamos, enorme Chris.
Make it bottom of the 6th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Feltner back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball.
Pa'lante, Francisco. Para el campo.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Up and in, ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering misses, and a count 2-1.
2-1.
And another ball.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a guy like this. That's a nice miss right there. Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Venga, Byron, como de antes.
Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. On the ground, 2.
Doble play.
To second, there's 1, and it's a double play.
Está nominado también, Byron.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Rockies nothing. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Huascar Brazoban.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
0-1.
This guy's got such
Es que está la realidad y me dio por ficharlo, ¿no? Porque lo vi, más que nada.
Right-handed reliever. That one to first, and it
Juego
goes
contra mí.
just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And that's a strike.
Huascar.
0-2.
The Mets leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number
Vas a tirar
7.
la bola como con desprecio, ¿sabes?
1-2.
Wouldn't chase that time. That one the other way. Julian fires over to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. Brendan Rodgers digging in for the Rockies. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Vamos, Huascar.
It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. Nothing doing for the Rockies.
Enorme.
Still looking at that. Back here in Queens, set for the last half of the 7th. And now, Ronnie Mauricio. That missed inside, and that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. John Curtis getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Kinley also getting ready.
Joder, Ronnie.
Clubbed out towards left center.
¿Cómo
That'll be
estamos?
extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Oh, the throw is over his head. Round second, digging for third. Tag, got him.
Bueno, te has motivado, venga.
Aggressive base
Ha sido mi
running there,
culpa.
trying to take advantage of the
Pero veía
defense,
fuerte,
but
va.
he's out in third.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential rally.
Puts it in the air out towards left center.
Oh.
Russo grabs it on the run. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty.
Me he motivado con Ronnie, ¿eh?
Swings and misses. No balls,
La
2
verdad.
strikes. And that's outside. And now the count is even. And that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
No.
Center field. Rogers.
Ay, ya pago más, ¿eh?
Drops into the glove.
Venga, Huáscar. Hasta que no te haga honran, tú sigues.
Back here at City Field. And now the first baseman, and Lowry's Montero. Fought off foul. Brazaban goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in the slurve.
Bien.
That one, it's a strikeout.
Huáscar, tío.
Now the left fielder.
¿Cómo le llamarán?
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And now 2-0. Out to short. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
0-1.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball. That one gets down for a hit, and that extends the inning.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Kind of just punched it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
And a pitch. Ground ball left side. McNeil gets it to first. That's out number 3. One left for Colorado. It's 5-0. And we're back. Starling Marte up to hit. Swings here and blasts one left field.
Estaba fresca, ¿eh? Esa iba bien, ¿eh?
He'll circle the bases. It's 6-0.
Esa iba muy bien.
Home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Muy bien.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Ground ball right side.
Oh.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Popped up. McMahon moving under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Out to short. Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it.
De milagro.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. And he grounds one back up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And that is the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up for the run. And we go back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Alan Trejo. They had a foul ball.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know
1-1.
You want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Alvarez makes the grab, one down. Nolan Jones digs in now.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little
También
bit
viene
too much.
Fosbal,
Sometimes
este
those
pavo.
eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
Hola.
Missed. One down, base is empty. That one misses. And now it's 3-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His 13th home run of the season, and they cut into the lead. It's 6-1. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Jose Cisnero.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he greets the new bullpen with a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough
Estaría guay.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Foul ball.
Estaría guay, la verdad.
And the righty deals. Got him swinging. Now only 1 out remaining. Brendan Rodgers digging in for the Rockies. Gets the call. 0-1.
0-1.
This could end it. Ground ball, and this should get
José.
steps on the bag himself. Ball game. 6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our
Se viene lo duro,
outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.
Se viene lo complicado, la verdad. Se viene lo realmente complicado. Tengo miedo. Vale. Home Run Derby, ¿qué es, tío? ¿Qué es el Home Run Derby? Venga, ¿lo jugamos o qué? Venga, va. ¿4 minutos? 2 minutos, venga, no tengo tiempo. Venga, va. A ver si lo ganamos, tío.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby. 8 hitters will battle head-to-head in a single elimination bracket.
Estaría guay,
In each round, the contestants will be
Alex
given 2
Bregman
minutes to hit as many home runs as possible. If a contestant
contra
hits
Pete
2
Alonso,
home
Mike
runs
Trout
or
contra Francisco
40 feet
Lindor
further, they will earn an additional 30
y Juan
seconds
Soto
of
contra
bonus
Jordan
time.
Álvarez.
Whoever hits the most home runs will advance to the next. Let's get right to it.
Venga, Alex
It's
Bregman.
off for the Home Run Derby. Hitting first, representing the Houston Astros, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Se ha hecho el primero, el quiera. Buah. Venga, simulamos.
There it is, his third home run. Just 1 minute remaining. That
Lleva 4,
out of here.
Pero eso es mucho, tío.
The home run, his fifth in the round. There's another one. Gone, his sixth home run. There's
Tío.
number 7.
Pero te ha hecho 8, colega, ¿qué dices?
Visitors bullpen. And no time remaining, that will do it. He finishes with 8 home runs. And he will have to wait to see if that's enough.
Como yo me lo he contado.
That's his first home run.
Ese no.
And that one's gone
Joder.
into the second deck.
No. Tía.
That's a
Va, va, va.
home run. He's earned 30 seconds of bonus time. Another home run.
No.
Just 1 minute remaining.
Que 8 es mucho, tío. 8 es mucho, tío.
Another home run.
Buah.
There's another one. Gone. His sixth home run. 30
No llega.
seconds left.
Va a estar ahí, ¿eh? No. No. ¿Pero por qué no llegan, tío? Venga, bonus time. Bueno. Decepción, ¿eh? Decepción total. Pita Alonso al palco. Decepción, la verdad.
Representing the Los Angeles Angels, number 27, Mike Trout. Oh, that's a monster home run. That's 3 in a row now. Goodbye. That's into the bullpen. Just 1 minute remaining. That's a home run. His 5th in the lineup. A hat trick.
Está flipando, tío. Pero como voy a hacer 9, ¿estás flipando?
And he's earned 30 seconds of bonus time.
Pero en qué momento voy a hacer 12.
With a total of 12 home runs. And he will have to wait to see if that holds up. Gone. That's his first home run. That one is gone. His second home run.
Bueno, chicos, esto no es para mí. O sea, no sé quién ha ganado, pero que Trout, me imagino que habrá ganado. Mike Trout seguro, ¿no? Fijo, vamos. Buenos días para descansar. Bueno, comienza la serie ante Miami. Se viene ya lo complicado, la verdad. Miami siempre nos ha puesto muchas complicaciones para ganar los partidos. Nos han ganado, de hecho, también. Así que serie de Miami, luego Yankees, luego Braves. Bueno, se vienen los desastres más desastres. Venga, primer partido. Vamos a jugar 2, ¿eh? 2 de la serie. Y esta tarde pues ya continuamos y hacemos los 2 que quedan más los 2 de los Yankees. Venga. Con el equipo ya recuperado, perfecto. Llegamos aquí. Llegamos a la serie de Miami. Vamos a jugar 2 ahora y por la tarde otros 2. Y la serie contra New York Yankees. Venga. ¿Qué pasa, pasión beisbolera? ¿Qué tal, tío? Acabo de ver ahora
This team has been doing all the little things right now, being able to hit in situations and hit with runners in scoring position. When you look over the course of a long season,
bueno, tenemos la división otra vez muy bien, ¿eh? Sandy Alcántara. Venga, serie importante, ¿eh?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run to win ball games.
The 1-2. And another ball.
Sí, tío, los Nationals están un poco ahí bajos, la verdad.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. In the air, left side. Sanchez on the run.
Wow.
Pops over the wall, and that It's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about
Se ha
getting
caído.
yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty.
Oh, vaya
And now
fallo,
you're
tío.
just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put
El
one in the
12.
gap so you can jog home as well.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
Doble play no, por
Really
favor.
strong hitting performance recently, hitting better than .350 this month.
And that one in the air center field. Chisholm makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
Venga,
And
va.
now it's Juan Soto.
Soto's batting stance oozes with personality. It's one of the most recognizable in the game, Boog.
Ripped on a line.
Está bien, ¿eh?
They get the out on
Vamos.
Soto. Runner tags for third, and they strike first as they
Bien,
take
bien.
a 1-0 lead.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to
Bien,
score
Juan.
on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag, the tag, takes a little bit of
Yo
time
bien,
by the
paseo,
time the
bien.
outfielder catches it, but a really good job of getting that run in from third.
Todo bien, tío, gracias.
Pete Alonso stands in
De
here.
domingo un
Takes
poco.
ball one low. And that's outside. Now 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And that misses off the outside edge.
Esto acaba conmigo eliminado o tal. No va a ser la cuarta bola ni de
One run
coña.
across in the frame so far, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Dives,
¿Ves?
but it kicks off his glove. The throw
Estaba
is
claro.
still in time, and they come away with an...
Venga, Shane.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Tim Anderson. The pitch. That clips the corner. McClanahan, an all-star a season ago. He features a
Hemos
four-seam
llegado a estar
fastball,
terceros, de la
a
división.
changeup, a curve,
Terceros.
and he works in a slider. Ball to strike. The pitch. Now a fly ball
Le
to
Juan.
right center. Soto sizes this one up,
Bien.
and he makes the catch. One up, one down. Now the third
Batting
baseman.
second, the third baseman, Jay Meyer.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1. One out, base is empty. And that one
Vale.
fouled off. Fly ball down the line. Sizing
Cuidado.
this one up. Makes the grab for the second out. Luis Ariz stands in. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Straighten him up a little
Joder,
bit.
¿qué es? ¿007 o qué?
And delivers outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well.
Lo vi contra Los Ángeles, ¿no? Pero empezaste ganando, ¿no? He visto. Luego remontaron.
The
Joder.
2-1. And a foul ball, third base side.
Ánimo.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
On the ground to third.
Bueno, bien. Venga.
Toss to Alonso. Inning over.
Son partidos muy...
Back here
Estos de
in
Miami
Low
muy
Depot Park.
cortos,
Here's
¿eh?
Brandon Nimmo. Alcantara back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Nimmo bats left, throws right, hitting fifth in today's lineup. And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting
lo
over
cogió.
300 in his last 10 games. Anderson to first. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Ya.
Now
Pues
to
nada,
him,
una pena.
Francisco Lindor. Swing and a ball lifted left field.
Francisco hay que mejorar, ¿eh?
Lindor retired. And there's two away. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Outside low, and that's ball one. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Venga, va.
The pitch. Cracks his bat, pops him up. And he's safe at first.
La ha dado tan mal que salgo a la base.
For the next guy, so an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Next to hit, Jake Berger. And that one is lifted in the air. Chisholm under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Venga, bien.
And that. We head to the bottom of the second. And now the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hit pretty well in the air out to center.
Perfecto. Contábamos con ello.
And out number 1 on the grab.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Nick Fortes, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. To third, Berger. Slings to first. Gets the catcher by a step. Trey Mancini now.
The first baseman, Trey Mancini.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt pop it. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
2 outs.
Vamos.
Swings and misses. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. And it remains 1-0.
No, no pasa ninguno. Yo lo veo por el Twitter y eso. Aquí no echan fútbol mexicano.
The pitch. That's outside. And that is ball 1. And a base hit up the middle.
Qué bien Byron, ¿eh?
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Qué bien Byron.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien.
Vamos.
Out into left center for a line drive
Vamos.
base hit.
Vamos.
Around second, headed
Y vamos a la
for third.
carrera, Byron, ¿eh?
Here's the throw to the plate.
Vamos a la carrera, Byron.
Safe.
Vamos. Norma.
Bears that allow a run to score
Enorme.
almost tough to stomach, but man, it's extra frustrating when that runner.
Pues lo había tirado muy bien, ¿eh? La había lanzado muy bien a base, ¿eh? Pensaba que me quedaba fuera. Lo ha mandado de lujo, ¿eh? Que va, que va, que va. Ni en pago ni nada, ¿no? Fútbol mexicano aquí, no. Venga, Jeff. Vamos. Vamos. La segunda. Bien, Jeff.
Picks himself up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Wants Soto now. And that one's a little bit low.
Hay que seguir, hay que seguir.
I love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boo. He turns into a different person. Just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Una base por una eliminación, va.
Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Venga, Pete.
Here's Pete Alonso. First time up, he grounded to third. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots.
Yo one.
No.
Fouled off. 2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Foul ball still 0-2.
Ay, cerca.
And a pitch. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Que seguir, que seguir.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that skips into there.
No, tío. Bueno, pues una buena oportunidad, de con Juan Soto y con Pete Alonso, que no de vacío, vale. En una carrera más, tío, esa tercera base, va. Vamos, eso de Brandon. Enorme. Eso es.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's...
¿Y qué pasa? ¿Que no está Leury Díaz ese o qué? Estará descansando, claro, a esto. Claro, no está. 91 de overall y 20 años, tú. Tía. Jugar algún partido.
This one lifted in the air, left field, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 outs. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Bueno, ahora entrada, ¿eh? Está 3 carreras, muy bien. Que gana esta serie, que luego viene Atlanta y los Yankees, ¿eh? Tres veces bateando así, al final. Buena entrada, va. A protegerlo. Abisail. Buen nombre, Abisail. Mala pinta tiene Abisail, ¿eh? Vamos. Y ese 349 también mala pinta tiene.
He just wasn't able to make an adjustment, so a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Jesus Sanchez at the plate now. That's ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time.
Este se la acaba un par de veces el Jesús Sánchez este.
And a swing and a miss there.
2-1.
Just off the outside edge. And now 3-1. Left-hand batter waits. That one finds the zone, and the count's full. The Marlins down by 4 here in the last half of the 3rd. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That's right. Soto gets under it.
Perfecto.
He's got it. There's 2 away.
Vamos.
Troy Johnston, the next up for the Marlins. Outside corner, there's a strike. That's through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The other way, and foul ball.
Calma, esto es Vamos. Muy bien, Shane, ¿eh?
Back here in Miami, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Francisco Alvarez. And he deals. And strike 1 to the catcher.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 1 out now.
Primer strikeout.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Jake.
Venga, Jake, que vuelva a Miami. Oh. Jake Burger está en Miami ahora, en la actualidad.
Here's Byron Buxton. Singleton scored his first time. And there's the strike.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gonna have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That one not close. And the count is 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. As we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Not close with that one, and it's 2-2.
¿Qué pasa, Ralph? En los Rangers. Muy bien. Genial. Bueno, Pipito también.
Drifts towards it. Brings it in for the third out. Nothing doing. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth. And now the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He was late there. Strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
To the right side.
Bien, Pete.
Alonso takes it to the bag. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Vaya.
Here comes a pitch.
He visto que el gol mix ese se está saliendo, ¿no? En los Yankees. Que ya está haciendo historia de la franquicia y eso. Buen pelotero, la verdad.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you gotta love this battle. Just wondering who's gonna blink first.
Toss to Alonso. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. 2 outs, base is empty.
Luis
Arraez, the next up for the Marlins. In the air, left field.
Vamos, 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 vamos.
And that's a foul ball. And it's fouled away.
Venga, ciérrame esto.
The wind and the pitch. And that one missing low. Bounced up the middle. Julian.
Vamos.
Gets it to first. Marlins set down in order.
Perfecto.
We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the Mets leadoff.
Venga, Eduard.
Edouard Julien. On the ground.
Mierda.
Out to short. Sneaks through. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Esta esa parte floja, floja, Bueno, ya se han cambiado. Ya se han rayado.
Next to hit, Jet McNeil. That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in there.
Es decir, que mejor domina las bases, no se la vais a robar.
The 1-1. And there's a ball. In the air, out towards left center. Sanchez makes the catch.
Al 7 y al 12. Hay que tirar por ahí,
Here's Juan Soto. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Julian round second on his way to third.
Está a punto de darle para allá a la carrera, Me ha quemado el dedo, chaval.
Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy.
Bueno,
but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers.
Vamos.
That one back up the middle and it gets through. One run across. Another comes in to score. It's 6-0. Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Man at first with one gone. Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo. High fly ball out into left center field.
Qué pena, tío.
Chisholm makes the play, and there's 2 away. Man at first, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Hammered on a
Ay, mis chavales.
base hit.
Hay que atacar a esos dos.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you gotta make them pay.
That's hard hit on the line.
Llega, ¿no?
Makes a
Cabrón,
nice
tío.
grab and a full sprint. And that is that. So it's 2 runs on 4
Claro, es que fue
hits.
portada, ¿no? Estará chetado. ¿Cuánto tiene de overall? Que CF, ¿no? $85 de overall.
We head to the bottom of the 5th.
Ahí
Jazz
está, mírale.
Chisholm Jr. now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Chisholm, a former All-Star, 26 years old, and he was born in the Bahamas.
He's been pitching
Y ahora
well.
los Yankees con un collar gigante que pone Yankees,
Second
típico.
time through.
Típico,
We'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Bastante típico, la verdad.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 1 gone.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
No son tan trambólicos, ¿no? Como los jugadores de NFL, los de béisbol, ¿no? A muchos se les ven personas normales. Habrá algunos, ¿no? Pero
Just off the inside edge. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one a little below the knees. The count now 2-2. And another ball.
venga, sí.
Slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And that one ripped into right, and that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Around first and hustling for second, and it's a double. Their first hit in this one. Man,
Pues no creo, la verdad, que el Madden vuelva.
Feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The pitch. Comebacker to the mound.
Bien.
Marlins leave 1.
Muy bien, Shane.
All set for the top of the 6th. Here's a big power threat. Jake Berger. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And he swings through that one.
1-1.
Al Madden no voy a jugar.
Kicks and deals.
Oh,
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
qué calor.
And here it comes. Chases the
No.
changeup in the dirt. In time. And to drop third strike leads to the first out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Edouard Julien up now for the Mets. On the ground to third. And that is that. No runs. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And the batter now, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesús es colega.
That one's in there.
Jesús es colega.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Jesús grande.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. Right
Oh,
through there.
enorme.
2 away.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
So 2 down. Here's the third baseman. And first offering is fouled off. And downstairs. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Acaba esto, Shane.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Anderson around second, headed for third. Coming home. He scores. It's 6-1. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Luis arrives. The next up for the Marlins. And a pitch. On a line, base hit. Around third. Fires it to the plate. He will score. It's 6-2.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel. Go back.
And here comes the Mets man. Tyler McGill gets the call.
Partido controlado a 2 bolas. A 1 bola de que se acabase y estamos así.
Not even close there. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Runs up to 96 to record the punch out. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. Rogers back to work. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's deep. And out of here.
Venga, Jeff.
Third home run of the season, and they add a run.
¿Qué haces, hombre? Tercero. Joder. Si no vas a hacer home run, Jeff. Pasa. Joder.
Well, he almost robbed a home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so
muy bien.
That one was just out of his reach.
And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. First pitch swinging. Nobody on, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Here's a high fly ball out to center.
Hombre.
Calls it in, and there's 1 away. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. On the ground to third.
Qué buena.
And it gets by him. Runner on at first with 1 gone.
Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. On the ground right side. Over to Anderson. Back to first.
Bueno, Nimmo está nominado.
That'll do it.
También.
1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now back here in Miami, and now Nick Fortes. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Alonso pulls it down, and there's 1 down. And now Trey Mancini. First pitch just misses. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Outside low, and that's ball 2. Swinging a foul straight back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's a strikeout looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. Garcia, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
Perfecto, Taylor.
Alonso settles under this one. Makes the play and
Perfecto,
it's out
Taylor.
number 3. Starting. And we're back. Here's the shortstop at the play. Francisco Lindor. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
And ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And now the lefty. Foul ball
Carabola.
still 1-2 count. The line to kick the pitch. And a base hit in the right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Bien, bien.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Alvarez in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
No lo entiendo, tío.
This one in the air.
O sea, yo tengo alternativas al Madden. Yo juego a otros juegos, no juego a este.
And it's caught for the out.
Lo que pasa es que este lo utilizo para streamearlo porque me gusta y me lo paso bien. Pero yo juego a otros juegos, claro. El Madden es que no me divierte. Es como el FIFA. FIFA en junio ya no divierte. El Madden no me divierte. Uf, es buena esa, ¿eh? Bueno, Jake Burger es una máquina de RBIs, ¿eh? Una máquina, tío. Edwin Cabrera. Bueno, bien.
Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well done. Drives in the run. Not
Bien,
much to
Byron.
this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Esa es buena también, ¿eh?
Left center field. Lead runner around second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high...
On the ground, could be 2. The flip to second, double play.
No, ¿qué?
Killing to end the inning. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, leading off. Jesus Sanchez, the right-hander back to work. Just missed. McGill goes 6 feet 7 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Pitches in there, and it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit. Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Line drive.
Vamos.
Makes the catch for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one misses. 1-1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That one just misses. It's 2-2. And the pitch. Swings and misses at the breaking ball.
¿Qué haces? Me he equivocado, tío.
Not in time. Safe at first after the strikeout got away.
Posicionado con la doble play y me he equivocado.
Now the number 2 hitter. And that's downstairs and outside. Anderson off of first with 2 away. 2 balls, no strikes to count. In the air, pretty deep out to center
Me he
field.
equivocado, chaval. Me ha podido costar caro.
Buxton makes the catch, and that'll do it. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Tanner Scott. He has a great slider with tons of
Pero este es el que sacan todo el rato para ir a 20 y pico salvadas. Y lo sacan ahora, ¿para qué? ¿Me van a meter 7 carreras en la última entrada? No creo. Mal les da parar la sangría a uno. No entiendo la verdad. Se han sacado este pavo. Vale, no tengo ninguna entrada, pero ¿qué? ¿Vas a hacer tu 7 luego? Sí. La verdad.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
One down, base is empty, and now it's even up. And another ball. And a 2-1 on the way. There's a swing and a drive. Chisholm ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Hit in the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it.
Sacar al closer que tiene más importante con 9-2.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth.
Que lo mismo hace 7 carreras, cuidado.
Bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That's towards center. Buxton sizing it up. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. And at the plate for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch misses. And that one is inside. Outside low. And it's 3-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And now a full count.
Vamos.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. So it's their last chance in this one. Nick Fortes getting ready to hit, and he pumps in a strike. Just missed. The Mets up big in this one. We're in the last half of the ninth.
José.
Hit to the left side.
Venga, pues último partido. Y esta tarde ya acabamos la serie y jugamos la de los Yankees también.
Came out today, pushed it to 11. The opposition looks disgusted from the other side of the field. They respect the talent that's over there, but they also think that this is a lucky team.
Kyle Rice. Vale, a ver cómo está Andrés. ¿Sigue lesionado o qué? Sí, sigue lesionado, tío. Se rompió el brazo, Tela. Venga, va. Kyle Radish. Venga, va.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas.
Que estamos tres equipos de la división en 5 victorias, ¿eh? Ninguna pasa, ¿eh? Si miráis abajo los estos, ninguna pasa.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
That one drilled left field.
No.
Puts it away for the out.
Han aprendido otra vez.
And now here's Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
First pitch, and he just misses. 1 out, base is empty. Line drive, base hit. And now it's Juan Soto, the National League leader in runs batted in this year. Fly ball to right.
Oh.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the
Penalty.
out. And there are 2 outs. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. Home run number 40 on the year. It's 2-0.
Es que claro. Por la alberca.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Base is empty with 2 away. Jake Berger, the next to hit. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series.
Vamos.
And that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second.
Okay.
And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Man on second, 2 down.
No.
And a foul ball.
Pena, tío. Es buena, ¿eh?
That one laced to center and a base hit. The throw in, but it's offline.
Hey.
Comes through with the
Muy
RBI.
bien.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it.
Bien,
And
Francisco.
that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early.
Lindor on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throws.
Anda.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Out
No.
towards left center. Sanchez on the run.
Bueno, buena primera entrada, ¿eh?
Tracks
La
it
verdad.
down. And that'll do it. Back here
Kyle
with
Bradish.
now Singy. And on the hill, the big righty, Kyle Bradish. And this will be a tough test for him. Pitching on the road has not been that kind to his numbers.
Well, I think he's just got to trick himself mentally and put himself in a comfort level like he does at home. I know it's not the same being on the road as away from home in terms of being able to have a routine and be consistent with it, but this game is so much mental, and he's going to have to find a way to play a mind game with himself to move through this ball game and get a W.
In the air out towards right center. Soto going after it.
Venga, Kyle, un poquito más.
2 outs, base is empty. Luis Ariz stands in.
No,
and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Off the mark there. And a count 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty.
No.
Next pitch misses outside. And that's ball 3. The right-hander gives up the 2-out.
Kyle, ¿despertamos o qué?
Falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
This is again 5 in a row. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And the right-hander deals. That one fouled off, 2-2. Righty to the plate.
Vamos, en Kyle, va, despertamos.
Throws him with the heater at the knees. Top of the second. Here's Byron Buxton. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
Wow.
In the air, right field.
Mierda.
That takes care of Buxton. And there's 1 down. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And he gets tied up right there. Alvarez measures 5 feet 10 inches, 235 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela.
Oh.
The wind of the pitch. This one high in the air to left center. Sanchez ranging after it. And there's 2 down. Edouard Julien up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Into center. Chisholm makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the second. Stepping in, Jesus Sanchez. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. The pitch. That one almost got him.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to push through this ball game.
Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit, so he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent. Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Trey Mancini stands in now and watches strike 1. That one ripped. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Fires to second too late, into second with a double, and that was hard hit. Christian Bethancourt, the next up for the Marlins. There's a strike at the knees. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Two in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Avisail Garcia up to the plate. In the air to left down the line.
Menos mal.
And foul as it bangs off the fence. Good eye in that spot. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Sanchez on third. Mancini at second with 1 away. The pitch. In the air, center field. Buxton moves under it. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Play it home. He's safe. And now just a two-run deficit.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Man at second. High fly ball down the left field line. Nimmo ranging after it.
Hay que espabilar, Kyle, Hay que espabilar, tío.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boo. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Juan Soto now. On a line out towards center. Chisholm calls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. That one out to right.
Pues nada. 3 flyouts así frescos.
Garcia makes the play, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Gordon. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. Next pitch is downstairs. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Steps on first for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Arias, the next up for the Marlins.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The Fish trailing by 2 here in the last half of the third.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. Goes down looking.
Kyle. Bien.
And the Marlins down. As we go to the top of the 4th, and stepping in for New York, Jake Berger. The pitch. That's in there. Strike 1.
Right. Vale.
Ripped to short. Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And now it's Frankie Lindor. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
One down, base is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck.
Un balón va.
And that one hops the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Lifted in the air, right center field. Chisholm, long run on his horse. Got it. Nice grab. Runner tags at second.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this.
Un RBI aquí.
They make the play perfectly.
Fastball.
No.
Right back to the mound.
Tío.
On to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Back here in Miami, ready to go. Bottom 4. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. First pitch just misses.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Buxton under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 away. Jesus Sanchez will hit next.
No.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
That's a little bit low.
Bola es.
The Mets up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball.
Bola eso
Just
antes.
missed. And he
Ball
walked him.
4. Take your base.
Well, just came apart right there.
Vale.
Pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Mancini
0-1.
now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Righty delivers. Good
Oh.
job to fight that one off. And that's down and away.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Bethencourt in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And another ball. 2 outs. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Ball
That one
3.
missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. A shot to the opposite field. It's 3-3.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch.
And now the right fielder, Avisail Garcia. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And Garcia gets a piece. Swings and misses, struck him out. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. We're tied now with 3 apiece. New inning getting started, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Luzardo back to work. That's in for a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Tosses across the first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Back to the top of the Mets order, and next for the Mets, Edouard Julien. That one fouled off. The pitch. Fought off foul.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Stays alive.
Madre.
One down, base is empty. Now a fly ball to right center. On the move. He's got it.
Dar un premio a los más flyados de la historia. Hay que dar un
Jeff
premio.
McNeil stands in. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That gets down for a hit.
Los más flayados de la
Keeps the
historia.
inning going. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned to simple.
Vamos.
Oh, now this is blasted.
Vamos.
Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Vamos.
He circles the bases. His 39th home run of the season. And they lead it. It's 5-3. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
And now it's going to be Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 29 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Just missed. And a 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Two runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the fifth. Pulled down
Vamos.
the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
No.
Totally hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball.
3,1,
Nice
tío.
job, just couldn't keep it fair.
And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Venga, seguimos. Tiene que lanzar él, ya no.
That misses, and it's a full count.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Mira, esa la bola, pero...
Two down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Sí, hombre, cómo va a hacer bolas.
Battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an.
Kyle, hay que despertar un poco,
We're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton and set to get us started. Bottom five. Drew Waters misses just.
¿Puedes dejar de cantar bolas ya, tío?
That was a strike.
¿Puedes dejar de cantar bolas, tío?
Field base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Gordon in the box now. Takes strike one. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next offering is down low, and it's 1-1. The Marlins down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5. Next one misses. 2-2.
Jo. Venga, hasta que no lo consiga. Va. Hasta que no lo consiga, ¿ves? Es increíble, tío. Seguimos. Hasta que lo consiga. Es que cuando el juego quiere es lo que hay. Cuando el juego quiere es lo que hay.
Left field. Brings it in. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And he chases that one below the zone.
0-1.
And that's in there at the knees. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Sixto Sanchez.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
Miami's bullpen with some action. Edward Cabrera, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Swing and a miss, and that's
Esa luz tiene que mejorar, ¿eh? Esa luz tiene que mejorar un poquito. Esa luz que juega los deportes de noche. Esa luz, no.
And you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Popped up. Rise makes the play, and that's the third out.
No vamos a anotar más, así que hay que defender 2 cargas.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Swings and sends a rocket to right.
Bien.
Makes the grab. 1 away. Trey Mancini now 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. The Fish trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Bounce to the right. McNeil gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Christian Bethancourt, the next up for the Marlins. And there's a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground at first.
Bien, Pete, enorme, Pete.
He handles it himself, and it's a 1-2-3
Enorme, Pete.
inning. Nothing doing for the. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. And a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Bounced out to short. Gordon throws across the diamond. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Strike 1.
No ball.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Bueno, con esta luz es imposible hacer algo. Es lo que hay. Es lo que hay.
I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
The 1-0. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and now for the Marlins, Avisail Garcia. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh.
Fights it off, he'll see another. And the next pitch is way outside. Liner picked on the hop at first, and he takes it himself for the out. Drew Waters stands in, and the first pitch misses for ball 1.
No strike.
The Marlins down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th.
Vamos.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lindor makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So the batting order turns over. Nick Gordon, the next up for the Marlins.
No.
That misses.
Ball
1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the 2nd game of the series. He swings and fouls 1 off. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2.
Vamos.
Ball popped up. McNeil drifts towards it. Corrals it. And that ends the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And here is Jeff McNeil. Lined, and that's a base hit.
No veo la pelota. O sea, lo vi por intuición, no veo la pelota.
Here's Juan Soto. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And that one pulled foul. Sanchez, a righty that throws with power. He features a changeup, a sinker, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. And that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly.
Es el momento, chavales. Ahora Pete es el momento, la verdad.
His approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. And it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, You missed out on a big moment early on.
McNeil, the lead runner out at second. Soto at first with no outs. That missed by a lot. Yeah, the count 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he deals. Liner.
Vamos, enorme.
McNeil headed home.
Enorme, Pete, enorme. Enorme.
Stringing them together, that's 3
Hay que
hits
seguir,
in a row. Nice line drive to the
Hay que
post
seguir,
side
va.
right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Oh,
Foul ball there. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 8th.
sí, es que no la veo. Es que no... O sea, la sombra no es completa y no la veo. No la veo, la verdad.
Slider got him for strike 3. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
O sea, tú que lo estás viendo me dirás si ves la bola o no.
That one lifted to left. Nobody
Oh,
can
qué
get
pena.
there, and it's a foul ball.
Esa buena también,
That's a
Francisco,
base
enorme.
hit as a run scores. Alonso headed for third.
Vamos.
Comes in and holds a
Ah,
runner
tío,
at
estamos en
third.
Miami,
They're
Argüey.
at the corners now, with still only one away.
Enormes.
I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Bueno, el momento inoportuno, o sea, oportuno.
One thing on him, he's been really
Venga,
good
Brandon,
this
Nemo.
season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Nimmo stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Que no, hombre. Que no es Londres, joder.
Two on, one out.
Esa va bien también, yo creo,
And now maybe extra bases.
Venga.
One run is in. Headed for the plate.
Vamos. A la juego,
Relay.
Vamos.
And it's 9-3.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair.
Uf, pues un partido que parecía jodido,
You feel really good
La verdad.
about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And the batter now, Byron Buxton. Swings through that one. Late with the swing there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got it by him for the K.
Venga, Byron, bien.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on
Bueno, esta tarde, en un par de horas, 3, acabamos la serie y New York Yankees, ¿eh? Se vienen lloros, insultos.
Two outs and one in scoring position. And a swing and a miss ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, number 54. And a good eye there.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Here comes a pitch. And right
Bien,
back to the
Lorenzen.
mound. Throws to first.
What a
Leadoff
catch.
man is out here in the 8th. And up next for Miami, Luis Arias. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he grabs it in foul ground. Kicks and fires. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And now the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that one is in for a strike. Foul ball. Arise. The base runner at first with one out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the sixth time they've set him down on strikes in the series.
Bien,
so
Michael.
no doubt, frustration mounting and very high right now.
Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to third. No swing. And a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Cerrame, Michael.
The Mets up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And it gets by him. The throw in, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone. Across is the runner from first. It's down 9-4. Man at second here with 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Adbert Alzolay, into the game.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
On the ground, McNeil. Over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Marlins get a run on the RBI double.
No sabrá coger la pelota, pero darle al bate. Ya la sombra está mejor, ¿ves?
Jaguar back to work. And that's just foul.
Ya la sombra está más fresca.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. So up next for New York, Jeff McNeil. Bounce to the right side, and it's
Joder, es que Jeff es una máquina, tío.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Soto in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Man at first, 1 away.
¿Qué pasa? No oigo a nadie. ¿Está todo el mundo callado o qué? Estáis acojonados, ¿eh?
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And the righty deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
3 bolas eran.
Righty to the plate.
2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, that's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way just to let it travel a hair more.
And here it comes. And that one missing low.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's
Venga, venga.
out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ground ball could be 2.
Oh.
He flips it to second in time.
No, que había un montón de posibilidades menos esa, tío.
And we're back. Last chance for the home team. And now the catcher comes up to him. Christian Bethencourt. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Uf.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Sets him down on strikes.
Bueno, Adbert Alzolay tiene prisa. Ha pedido comida y no quiere comerse la fría.
Flips the outside corner, and that's strike 1. And a foul ball. 1 strike away.
Pues ahí está. Joder, Alzolay, tú.
Well,
Bueno, nos queda uno para ganar la serie. Francisco Lindor. Bueno. ...70 victorias, ¿eh? Bueno, pues eso. Esta tarde, bueno, en un par de horas, 3, cuando sea, acabamos la serie con Miami y empezamos la serie de los Yankees. Estos 4 partidos. ¿Que me veo bien? Pues a lo mejor hacemos un par de Atlanta. Pero Atlanta sí que va a ser jodidísimo, ¿eh? Pero estamos en el momento cumbre. O sea, nos jugamos aquí mucho, la verdad. Muchísimo. Así que vamos a ver. ¿Pero alguien ve la F1 todavía? ¿En serio? Yo la F1 la dejé de ver hace mucho tiempo, ¿eh? Pues vosotros elegís. O si tenéis más dispositivos podéis ver las dos cosas. Pero yo no os quiero condicionar. Simplemente eso, en un par de horas o así acabamos la serie contra Marlins y empezamos la de los Yankees. Y si me veo bien, pues... Sí, bueno, porque no gana Verstappen todo el rato, ¿no? Gana Norris y tal, ¿no? He visto. Look Lucy. Bueno. Pero es que a mí Norris, tío, me deja más frío, la verdad. Me deja frío. Bueno, ahí vemos un poco las clasificaciones. Mi división es la que está más igualada de todas, es increíble. Porque luego vamos a esta y... Cardinals y Reds un poco. Está 20 victorias los Dodgers. Bueno, esto también está... Hostia, esta está a fuego, ¿eh? La American League East, ¿eh? Está mejor que la mía, ¿eh? Fíjate cómo está esta. Bueno, aquí los Twins hasta luego. Que jugamos con ellos después de Atlanta. Aquí Astros también está un poco... Prácticamente la mía y la otra son las más... Menos mal que los Miami se han un poco caído, la verdad. Bueno, pues eso. Que os pongáis 2 dispositivos y veáis a Alonso quedar 15º y a mí pues perdiendo contra los Yankees. Vosotros veréis. Venga, chicos, me despido. Gracias Arwen, gracias Ralph, gracias Passion Food Beisbolera. Nos vemos. Luego nos vemos, chicos, meteros, anda. Chao, chao.